Hey everybody, welcome to Low on Health end of year. I'm not going to say a review, it's more about happenings. This year in 2017, a lot happened. In my life, in your life, and I guess technically as you can categorize it, our life, because we did a lot of this stuff together. Yay! So this is going to kind of go through the highlights of what we did in 2017. So if you ever wonder what we were doing, or what we've done or haven't done, this will give you a brief overview. So without further ado, we're going to go to life events, because everything I have is in a doc file or Excel file. So here, life events, you will see one of the first things we did this year was go to the Ninja Sex Party concert, or NSP as a lot of people call it, because nobody likes to really say Ninja Sex Party concert because who knows what that means. This also had really cool things going on because I wanted to go because I'm a big fan of Ninja Sex Party, big fan of Sex Bomb, which of course is like the game Grumps guys, music division, music wing. Twerp was also there. The opening act, though, most people are like, whatever, who cares about opening act, but you just love to death.
Yeah, Nate Wants to Battle. I had never heard of him before, but they opened for everybody, and I was like, ooh, this is great.
And as you mentioned before in one of the other videos, how like you went to them, you bought the CD, you bought a bunch of merch stuff, and it was just a good time. Then, of course, the concert itself was just really good and fun. It was a lot laid back than most concerts we've been to. Like, there's not really aggressive energy. And, of course, we went with Marcus because it was his birthday. Happy whatever number birthday it was for him.
He's younger than us, so.
Yeah. The next thing we kind of did was, oh, yeah, and then they jokingly made a joke, as you often do, that like, hey, in whatever town they got like 6 bras thrown up on stage, which Orlando took that as like a challenge. In which case, like, bras just started getting thrown up from like the front, and then after a certain time, people realized, oh, people are throwing bras, and then somebody's picking up that bra and throwing it so it makes it to the stage. So then everybody in the stadium, you just see bras falling down left and right, and then getting thrown.
I did not throw mine because I was like, these are expensive. No.
But there were a lot, in which case they kept counting and they stopped like after 88. So
there
it
was more than 100.
It was awesome and crazy.
Yeah.
The other thing we did is for your birthday this year, we did one of those escape rooms, which people have heard about.
It was so fun.
And we actually pulled it off with like maybe 5 minutes to spare. It was really cool, and it was really kind of a group effort, more or less. I didn't really do much besides just help kind of keep everybody, not necessarily on task, but just when somebody was stuck, just provide a fresh set of eyes.
It was so much fun.
But it was really cool, and like we're happy that we did it. So yay! The next thing was, of course, Megaplex, the only convention that we went to this year. Sometimes we used to go to like 4 conventions. We've scaled it back with a bunch of things that has gone on.
I want to go to more conventions. So.
Which could happen in the next couple years or months. But yeah, this was the main one we went to. It was good. You got a lot of work. It was fine. It was what it is. The next thing to talk about is me moving. My Jeep got paid off this year, so I was like, yay, my Jeep got paid off, and I saved some money, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna move out of my crappy little like 10 by 30 trailer and move into a proper apartment again, because I'm now financially stable enough to do that. Unfortunately, I had a lot of problems moving in because deliveries were gonna be first thing, and I couldn't get in there first thing. It's at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, can't get the key vibe, and things weren't working out with the leasing office here. In which case, I find out the basic apartment that I have, has this really interesting window between the living room and the bedroom.
Yeah, interesting isn't the word I would use for it.
It was just very aggravating because it's not in any of the floor plans, and it was just, I was already moving stuff in. It was just very aggravating. So as you can see here, I decided to wall it off because it made no sense having this wall here.
Sort of wall it off.
It was just aggravating. Yeah. And there have been a couple issues afterwards, but it's an apartment. It's definitely more safe and secure. Which is good because later on, like the next couple weeks after that, Hurricane Irma came to town.
Yeah.
In which case, it was nice being not in a manufactured trailer where it could get blown away or flooded, but I was in an apartment on a 2nd floor, so I knew I was going to be fine for a good storm surge. Like I wouldn't have to worry about it. We took the closet doors. We've all seen this before in closets. Like I always take them out anyway because who needs to keep opening and closing a door? And we used them as like storm shutters for the sliding glass door and everything. There you can see the hurricane. It was pretty big, and at one point it was coming directly for here, and nobody really knew it was going to go. And because of that, we actually hunkered down in the closet. We actually kind of made that a little shelter of ours. And then we actually had that mattress and this thing, and we used that as like to block up that area. So just in case tornadoes or crazy stuff happened, we would be secure in that room. And then, yeah, I was out without power for a long time and internet without a long time. After that, Kai Rizdal, who does Marketplace for APM, American Public Media, does this podcast that I've listened to for years. It's like an economics podcast. And then I heard that he was actually coming to town to do a talk at the Poynter Institute. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. And I was just super excited to go see him. I mean, that's me here in the back seeing him because they made the VIP up front. But it was just real cool to like see him and talk to him and just see him in real life. And it was very, very eventful for me. I just really much enjoyed it. When you get to see these personalities up close and they're like, not necessarily like, they're your own mini celebrity. That's why I try to explain to people Twitch or YouTubers. They're our personal little media like celebrity, just like the anchorman or the weatherman for your local area. And as we see here, Rose got a new job and she moved in here.
I did.
So she finally moved over to Clearwater. Once again, having an apartment and not a crappy trailer helped that. And you actually got a job with the state.
Yep.
So you're now working at the same agency that I work at, 2 different locations. I'm a warehouse guy. She's an office person.
Yep.
But when she was moving over, we were trying to think of what to do for her art room because she was going to have like a dedicated room to do art, which as you can kind of see back here, that is what's back there.
It's my area.
In which case we were trying to look at desks. I'm like, you kept going back and forth. I'm like, we could just build a desk out of concrete blocks and wood, and it would be cheaper and more solid. And you were like, nah, I don't know. And then we ran with it. So this is like a pre-production picture of it.
That's what we did.
It is cinder blocks and a piece of wood held together with basically the
monitor stands.
The monitor stand clamps. Yeah, it just works perfectly.
It's really secure.
And this is a hit here. You stained it and did some wood burning on it.
Yes.
And this is going to be expanded. This is you using your tablet and computer and laptop. You're eventually going to get a newer computer.
Yes.
To play State of Decay, and if you watch the gaming one. And that's a new monitor is going to go here, and that one's going to go there. But it needs to be like one of the art monitors, which are a little bit pricey, but you get a better color gambit. And then finally, I got my Final Fantasy Shrine. This is version 5, which isn't the strongest of the versions. There's a whole other video on my Low on Health YouTube page where it shows like the iterations of the
older ones.
Yeah, the different versions of the shrine. But now I have it here, and I like it, and it's just nice to have that. That's basically like, if you guys know apartments, like the linen closet.
Yeah. That
is where that is.
Yeah. And I have myself a little Naruto
You have a little Naruto shrine
back in my area on a shelf.
It's to the left of this area.
Yeah, it's back beyond that.
And then I ended up buying an Xbox One X, which we all make fun of the name because it's a stupid name. It was all better when it was Project Scorpio. Yeah. But I wasn't going to get one, and then I'm like, mine started kind of like crapping out, and I'm like...
The disk drive.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, the new one's coming out right now. Let's see if I can still get the Project Scorpio version, which is like the first run of it, because that's just a cool name, and I was able to get that, and I love it. It's great. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should get a 4K TV to take advantage of that, and the sales have been really good, so I got like just replaced my old 55 with this new 55 4K that has HDR. It is very nice. Like, the 4K and HDR stuff is very good, and I really much enjoy it. And also this year we got custom controllers for our anniversary. You can get custom Xbox controllers made. You can pick the colors of everything. You also get them engraved, and we got a cute little set of controllers for ourselves. One of the last things of the year that happened was Game Grumps Live. Game Grumps came back to Florida. What was really cool was that they were coming to Clearwater, which is where we're at. We're in Clearwater. Yeah. And like this place, the Ruth Eckerd Hall where they're at, is just like 10 minutes away. It's super close. And somehow we were able to snipe front row seats, which were just really weird because
somebody must have canceled.
It was 4 days before the actual event. And granted, it wasn't sold out.
Yeah.
But we were able just to kind of get there. And we were just up close, and it was just fun and just an awesome night. It was very entertaining, and I'm really happy we were able to do that because I was always like, I want to do a Game Grumps Live more than like the NSP or music stuff.
Yeah.
And usually that stuff happens in Orlando or Tampa, but for them to basically be 10 minutes down the road was just amazing.
They did have shows in Jacksonville and Orlando too, but it was just like that was super close. So we're like,
sure.
Yeah.
And what I want to do real quick, because we mentioned the big thing is we got a new place here, is kind of do a quick just snapshot of what's around. So I'm going to get up and move this a little bit, so it's going to be jarring, and I'm going to do a quick pan of the current room we're in now, which is the living room.
You can cut it if it's too jarring.
Yeah, I'll cut it maybe. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, Mr. Camera. Okay, so as you see here, this is the TV that you're currently being recording on. In front of the TV I have a bunch of video games framed. So there on the right you can see some jewel cases for PlayStation games, some Xbox and 360 games, Up top here, I have a bunch of music games, so you can see DDR and Rock Band. In the front here, the window, we have this nice, lovely tapestry that Marcus got Rose for her birthday. What else do we got here? Of course, let's see if we can get that big honking rig there is the computer. You see a lot of Tachikomas around too. That's the computer that I use for all my VR stuff, so it's very beefy. Got some more frame games there, some more stuff. A basic kitchen. We all see what kitchens look like. One cool thing we've done with this place is automation. So we have a lot of colored lights. So if I do something like TV light green, it will hopefully turn.
I can't.
Nope, and that's how automation works. TV light green. TV light green.
TV light green.
There you go.
Is my command.
So it doesn't really come up that well on camera, but it's kind of cool to change the lights to different colors for different games or different movies. There's the AV setup down there, wires everywhere. Over here you see our Christmas tree, because yay, we have a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree.
And as you can see, there's the Christmas tree turned on, which I was going to wait till later to show, because I wanted to show the light off. So yeah, there's the Christmas tree. And this place, like for other apartments here for some reason, have a fireplace. So I also have an automated fireplace that Rose can easily turn on and off, which we will be doing in a second here. Awesome. Here's our loading ready run. There he goes. Here's our loading ready run wall where we're putting all of our loading ready run stuff. That's a memory tower there. And then you might notice where that window was before, there is now a mirror wall. So this is something I've always wanted to do, was basically make a mirror wall. So it's basically a bunch of mirrors stitched together on wood, and this gives the illusion that the place is a little bit bigger, like it makes it feel more open. These were just cheap, like $7 mirrors from Target. Ironically, the frames for the video games that you see here were what the mirrors were in, and I basically took them apart, I fixed them, and it's just really cool, and it just makes the room feel a lot more open. There, of course, you can see is where it goes into the bedroom. There's a trunks wall scroll because we are, of course, gamers and anime fans. And then back there, you can kind of see Rose's room, which is a big art room.
Technically, this is the dining room.
Yeah,
but it's mine.
In which case, we both kind of have our own rooms. I have like the living room for gaming and stuff, and then she has that room for art. So there you can see her art desk. And then back there is a bunch of the art supplies and more lights.
Yeah, that bookshelf is all art supplies.
And automation. Of course, there you see our Portal poster. We got some gaming mats there for when we play Magic. They're easily accessible. And then, yeah, that's pretty much our new place, which is a big thing for us to have. Let me see if I can just move this here and put it back down. So yeah, that's our biggest life event, and probably one of the bigger life events that we've had in a very long time.
We moved in together.
In which case, we also put kind of an open invitation out to friends and family. I am okay with people coming over and seeing my place now. Feel free to come over. There's actually a lot more to see. Like the bedroom is just full of 8 bookcases. We have just lined with bookcases of like video games and anime and stuff. And it's just
mine are lined with books because I read books.
Because you read books. But we really are happy that 2017 was probably better than 2016 for us. Like personally, 17 was a lot better because for us we actually got out more. We did more things. We moved in together. You got a new job, which is the first kind of new. This is the first new place you've ever lived.
Yes.
And then basically a new job, which you've worked other jobs, but this is your first big job move in like 5+ years.
7.
7 years, and you're enjoying your job. We're not gonna go into a long talk about it, but you just greatly enjoy working for the state, and that I've been working with the state forever now, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally listened to you.
Yeah, I've been trying to get her to work for the state forever. But that's pretty much it. So like I said, if you're watching this and you want to come hang out with us, we have the time available now because we don't have to drive back and forth between the 2 locations. We're always here. We can hang out after a weekday and just go out for dinner and showcase off stuff. But as always, thank everybody for watching, and I hope everybody has a good 2018. We had a good 2017. And we'll see what goes from there.
Yep.
Okay?